Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another Minecraft Expo 360 video. And today I will be building a roller coaster tutorial video, majiggy. The aim is to show you how I build roller coasters for any of you theme park builders out there who want to build anything like I've done. So without any disturbances, I begin the build. Okay, you're gonna choose two colors or whatever, how many colors you want. I prefer two because it makes it so much more easier when building a friggin' roller coaster. So let's. I've already chose my colors, red and blue. Ones I haven't used before in the park, I don't think. So it's good. A bit different. It might look weird, but it's good to have all sorts of coasters in your park for people who like different colors and different rides. Okay, so we're gonna start with the basics. I usually do a 5 out when I start, because that gives out a good space for a starting point. I'll show you in a second. Okay, that's our base. Okay, that's the base where we'll end it here and begin here. A beginning and an end to a roller coaster really matters to me. I prefer loop coasters that go right around and come back around, such as this one. How it goes all the way around, falls down and all that, and it ends up gently back on that track to restart again. So loop coasters are really good and they look really good, cool. My favorite kind of coasters actually. But the main thing we're doing today will be actually showing you how to build a coaster itself. And today I'm going to start a simple show off of how I pretty much do my coasters in my theme park. Now, you don't always have to do this. You can start with one block up and then go to like 2 like this and carry on like that. But I might do it like this. It just feels more of a dramatic start. I do like to go down in numbers and then you go up from there. We're going to put some wool in, fill this in, and you get the basic idea. This is generally the start of the coaster. And usually I like straight uphill ones, which go straight up and then they drop down or they move really fast down, like the tension building kind of thing. So we're gonna put some fill in like the rest of this blue space with red wool, and then I'm gonna show you how I do the drops. Now the drops matter to me because they put like the massive, as I said, a massive amount of tension when you're riding all the way up, and then you just drop. This one's a quite small one, a wooden coaster. I'll show you how to do one of them later on. I personally like this one because it's small and easy, and you can have loads of them in the park if you make it a bit cramped. And the more rides, the better, in my opinion. But that's different theme park builders' thought, really. I know a few theme park builders that have their own way of doing their park. What matters about theme parks really is the imagination. I recommend building this with an imagination, otherwise it's going to look a bit weird. A lot of really detailed builders try to build parks. I've seen a few of them. They're okay, I guess, but some of them lack imagination, which really matters when you're building a theme park, because you want a place where people can go to really genuinely be scared and happy at the same time. And just making everyone be very serious with really serious builds kind of puts you off the mood. But that's my personal opinion. We all have our own opinions of what a park should look like. You could like recreate one in real life, but they're really difficult. I mean, I recreate a bit of Disney, but I got this one, most of this from the Walt Disney server on Minecraft PC. I pretty much copied it in a way, yeah. Took a long time still though, and I made it my own version by changing a few things to suit my theme park. Which is difficult. I wouldn't recommend too many people trying to do the same Disney castle they did, which is really well done. I mean, I found it really difficult just to get the basis of what they were doing. Okay, as I was saying, we're going to do the drop in a second, and the drop is pretty simple, really simple actually. But we want to make this coaster short for the video. We'll soon be halfway through it, and that's not good. We've got about 40 minutes, 14 if anyone's running, if I just said 40 or 14. And pretty much we're going to do this and come out like this, and it's going to drop from here. It's going to be a very short blue coaster. I might keep it in the park actually, so it's okay having short ones. And not always good having massive ones because they take a lot of space up and all that. Okay, how you usually do the drop is like this, because sometimes when a minecart goes straight, it kind of stops by here, and if you have like a downhill, it doesn't stop as easy. So like that, and then you have to go right down to as far as you want to go, and then you bring the rest down with you. Now what matters with these coasters, I like putting support pillars, so I recommend putting some of them in. It really puts the detail on the coasters. I mean, it just makes them look so much more better. I mean, right now, this coaster doesn't look as good as it could do. I mean, if I could add some more detail like the pillars and that, it'd look a lot better at the end of the video. Okay, I want to do a few things like this. See, the problem is now how I've dropped it too far down, and I kind of have to now put it on the floor, and it might cause damage now. Maybe I'll have to put it higher, I think. Yeah, a bit higher. I'll stop the drop around about here. Okay, like this, and we're gonna go all the way down to about here, and then fill in some of this. Now, when I'm showing the wooden coaster, I think I might do a few more minutes onto that, because that one requires a lot of actually effort, more effort than these ones. These ones are the fast ones to do, including how easy they are, really. I mean, this is pretty simple. This is being done in less than 5 minutes, and I've really covered a small part of the map. So when creating a theme park and a massive one, I recommend you use lots of cool details, like little trees and sitting areas. It really does help. I found it takes a lot of space up, and it looks natural, and it doesn't look like you want to rush it and make it look as big as you can. It makes it like you want to put detail into it. That's what you really want the player to think, like you put a lot of effort into making this. And hope you have, really, because theme parks take a lot of effort and time. So I'm going to go around here, and I'm going to go at least up from here. I think that would be sensible. Yeah, here's the level, and we're going to cross the paths by here. Now, the rest is pretty simple. We're pretty much just going to fill in like this, and then just really fill in, and I can show you what to do with the support pillars. Now, support pillars, as I said, add detail, and they really matter when making a coaster like this, or the design I use. This design, I haven't got it specifically from anywhere. I believe, I have not seen many of coasters made like this. I'm not gonna say I made the design, but I don't see many coaster makers do these. They usually do like the one-sized ones, which I don't personally like too much because they look a bit weird, and especially when they don't have support pillars, they look a bit strange. But I do like a lot of detail in my coasters. Not detail, as I said, big builders and really high-class detail. I just mean a bit of detail to make it look natural. Now, we're coming to the end of the coaster, and I don't know if I should put the tracks on. I don't know if we'll have enough time. We'll see how long we got left, and we'll test it out. Now, I have to make this video temporarily short. I mean, if it gets too long, I'll put it into a two-parter. But for now, we will just be focusing kind of basically on what we're doing for the coaster right here. So once this is going to be all filled in, we're going to be looking for lots of tracks and stuff, because with coasters, testing the coaster before you make it is really like important. Like, for example, let me put this here before I go on rambling. There we go. And then we're going to go and get the tracks, as I said. For example, these tracks here. I'm going to put one there and one there. And we're going to go up, because it shoots you off at the start at the beginning, so no, we'll have it like this, and then it'll go up from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. See, most of these, we don't want a coaster to be too fast, but fast enough to go up the hills at least, and not get stuck on the way. Okay. Now, I do want to go to the support pillars before any of this video does end, so we'll try and be as quick as we can. Probably put one of these down to speed up the process. Now, the rest doesn't desire too much, a track, I guess, yeah. Now, the problem with this, I can tell now that it's going to have a big problem with starting the coaster and making it look good. The hard part, I guess, is making the coaster work. But, before we do anything like that, I said we'll put the support pillars, and I don't want to delay that too long, because it'll look really weird if we don't have any support pillars. So we'll have one there, one over here, a joint one. What I do usually, if there's a really big ramp, I usually put something like this across to hold it up, but a bit down by there. It looks a bit better. I mean, you could put more details on that, but I'm doing this fast. So let's go to bed quickly before anything bad happens. I don't know, nighttime seems to be a time on Minecraft that bad things come. Over here, we'll put like another support pillar down by here, like that, and one down by here. I do like doing them on corners, if you've noticed. It just looks a lot more, I don't know, professional, I guess, in my opinion. It's only personal, nothing in real life or anything like that. Like, I don't think they're just gonna put like support pillars. It's all on the corner. Break it down, because that would be very dangerous. Now putting the minecart on, and we'll just give it a test. I keep saying it's my way of thinking before I say things, I guess, and it's kind of annoying for me. There we go again. We're gonna put some more tracks like this, lighted up so they can actually be turned. Like, oh, there's nothing there. Let's see. They go up, 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 up. They jump down, and they go over here, and this is where you have the other one. So now we're gonna give it a test run. Put like a little button on it, and redstone. Button and redstone. Doesn't have to be wooden button, but we're doing this as fast as we can. And we're gonna put the minecart here, and we're gonna fire here. Okay, now it goes slow, like this, and it drops, and it falls down here, and you're gonna move, you're gonna move, you're gonna move, you're gonna move, you're gonna be shot up, and then you're gonna drop like this, and you go back to the entrance of the roller coaster. So I guess this is where I might end the video. I could show you another little thing. I recommend putting tree grass around it, tree leaves, sorry, not grass. And what am I talking about? And like this, it just really bounds the roller coaster out. So if you want to go and do that, that's up to you. Maybe put some like little trees in the middle, makes it more detailed. With the fall, I like putting ladders there. It's a really cool thing. It makes it look more realistic, like this. I mean, you can't do the bottom part because it looks really stupid, but the top part looks really nice, like it goes right down. I believe now that suits it for the video. You can light it up if you want in the nighttime with some torches. Anything else we need? I don't think so. I call this a tester coaster or something like that. I'll call it later when I got the time. I guess we could end the video coming up now. If you've got any questions about making roller coasters, leave them in the description. I will answer as many as I can, as long as I think they're suitable to ask. Like, how do you make a coaster fly? I'm sorry to tell you, I don't know what glitch would be able to make my minecarts make them fly over. That'd be pretty cool though if you've got a glitch like that, so let me know. I believe now the support pillars can now all be... This is another thing you should do, put stone slabs, it really adds more detail. But, beyond that, I think this will be enough for a small coaster. So you can build this bigger and have more ramps and drops and make it your own really design, colour and all that. These are really cool coasters for using. I'll put one there, that's just annoying. So I recommend if you are making one, you choose your own favourite colour, maybe a style. For example, I will show you in a second if I've got like a minute left. Let's put some of these down. Like this, and see how much better this is starting to look. It looks a lot more better than it did. I'm gonna fly over here, and that's my tallest coaster, which was a long time to build. For example, as I said, you could do a different theme for your coaster. This is my Japanese coaster, and it twirls down, and it goes up, and it drops you down through some of those gateways. And that is pretty much all for this video. I thank you for joining me on today's Minecraft tutorial video for building a roller coaster of small design, or big, depending on how much you want. And until next time, I bid you farewell. Goodbye.